infinite blessings and love. Namaste, namaskaram. This is Om Oracle Tarot, and this is the Cancer's Spiritual Path reading for October 2022 for what is on Cancer's spiritual path in October. Now, I have to say that these are general readings and may not resonate with everyone. If they don't, that's all right. There's plenty of other great YouTube tarot readers that you can check out. I also want to remind everybody to check your other placements, as it can help give you a broader picture of what may be going on. And if you would like to get in contact with me, you can do so in the comments of the video below. You can also get in contact with me at the Om Oracle Tarot Instagram page, of which there is only one, and the link for that is below in the description of the video. And if any of this reading resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, as it is really most appreciated, and I appreciate all of you. And I want to send a big sense of gratitude and thank yous to all those who have liked, shared, subscribed, and donated. It really does mean so much, and again, thank you so much. I also want to remind everybody that you can check out the mid-month readings that I offer here on the channel. You can also check out the new moon and the full moon readings that I also offer here at Om Oracle Tarot. All right, without any further ado, please give us a message for what is on Cancer's spiritual path in October 2022. 3 cards, please. I only take uprights and I only take jumpers from the deck. And while there's moments of silence while I may be shuffling, do pay attention to anything you see in your mind's eye. You might hear a word, or song lyrics might come to mind. You might smell something that reminds you of something, or a strong emotion may bubble up. Do pay attention to this, because this is your intuition playing a role in this reading, as we are not together in the physical. I am connecting to your energy. So your energy is very much a part of this reading, and your energy is here, and vice versa. And in a lot of ways, this deeper level of the reading takes place in these silent moments internally. So do pay attention to those. All right. 3 cards, please. All right. The Hangman. The Star card. Okay. So we have the Hangman, the Star card, the 8 of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. So we're coming heavy on the wands for this first row. But we start out with the Hangman. So initially at the beginning of October might feel a little slow for you, but the Spirit is reminding you to surrender and kind of go with the flow, and let go of past patterns, things like this. But also through this period, what appears to be slow, you are gaining this new perspective on things, as you are essentially going through a metamorphosis here. We have the Star card. So you're in this, with this metamorphosis, you're in this state of renewal here. You're really, with this new perspective, you're finding your purpose here, and this is renewing also your faith and your hope for the future, and you're really coming into this highly spiritual leg of your journey here. And because of this energy that you're kind of embodying here, you are being given the opportunity for new opportunities. So there's opportunities opening up for you here. And it does appear you have the energy to take inspired action towards those things. You're receiving a lot of messages from the divine, the spirit, the astral, the universe, nature spirits, whatever your specific path may be, you are receiving these messages here. And with the star card, do pay attention to the planets and the transits, the moon cycles, as these will all be important in the timing of things for you. And then we have the Eight of Wands. So again, with this communication, this spiritual communication. Now there's two things here. You're receiving spiritual communication, but you're also receiving communication in the physical here. And I feel like we'll get a little bit more about that as we go. But this energy and the spirit communication is giving you the juice to move forward in a rather quick way, and you're taking action. And then we have the Knight of Wands here. So again, this inspired action as you move forward on into your new adventure is really what I'm getting off of this. You're being set up for adventure here. So this is the best setup. And again, it's October starts out slow and then it picks up very fast. This is fast movement here. And at the bottom we have the Queen of Wands here. So you are successfully balancing your light and your dark here, which we all have these aspects within us. A lot of times either we're pushing away the light or we're pushing away the dark, but you are successfully integrating both of these. And this is putting you in a position to where you are kind of calling the shots on your life, and you're kind of saying, I want it this way. And you're not really settling for anything less than the way that you want it here. And you're really sitting in your power here. So that is not looking too bad. All right, it's not looking bad at all. So this is the Yogic Path deck. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Cancer's spiritual path in October 2022. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so we have Ajna. Let me check this camera angle here real quick. All right, it's good. So we have the ajna. So this is the third eye. This is the sixth chakra. And this has to do with vision. When you have a dream, you're seeing this in your ajna. When you are remembering something, you're also seeing this with the ajna. When you imaginate, this is the ajna. When you are having a psychedelic experience, what you're seeing is being seen by the ajna. So this is speaking of this spiritual sight and this sight ascending as this eye is moving up from this person here. So the Hangman with this new perspective and the star card with the renewal and the spirituality here very much feels like this ajna card. So you are being blessed with this new perspective and receiving these messages in a vision type of form, whether that be in your dreams or in meditation. So you'll be receiving images in this way. And I want to say glyph, but you're receiving these messages in this kind of way. So do keep a dream journal, keep a meditation journal, and I feel like these are going to kind of come at various points just while you're going about your day. You might come across a body of water, and just the way the light kind of reflects off of it, you'll get a vision. Now that's very specific, but things like this. So do pay attention to your internal workings as you move forward. And then we have Parvati here. So this is the goddess mother. This is the mother of Ganesha. This is also the goddess of power, fertility, harmony, and nourishment. So with these visions, with this renewal, this is going to, and sitting in your power, you're going to feel powerful, but more in a way where you feel this power kind of moving through you and guiding you in a way. And feeling in harmony with the cosmos and the harmony of your dark and your light, and bringing these together, creating this PowerPoint between the two. And then we have Ahisma. So this is speaking of nonviolence. And here we have this eye again with the two lions and the moon. So again, do pay close attention to the moon cycles. But this is speaking about nonviolence here. So this can be in the outer world, not engaging in any level of violence. This also is talking about how we speak to ourselves, our internal dialogue. A lot of times we are very hard on ourselves. And this is saying to kind of get that in check here. This internal dialogue. And also how you speak with others. A harsh word, even though it is just a word, can cause just as much damage as a physical act. So being nonviolent in just the way you engage with reality here seems to be quite important as we move forward here. All right. This is the Wisdom of the Buddha deck, as I call it. Please give us 3 cards and 3 messages for what is on Cancer's spiritual path in October. 8-armed Kuan Yin. Thank you. The Ecstatic Dakini. One more, please. Thank you. The Medicine Buddha. All right. So the 8-armed Kuan Yin, the Bodhisattva of compassion. So when it comes to this nonviolence, this takes compassion to engage in all of reality like this. Compassion for others, compassion for the fabric of reality, but also compassion for your internal self. And the message here is, when stuck in anger, cultivate compassion. So, and there might be moments where you are angry with yourself or projecting that energy onto yourself or others. And again, having this compassion for your internal self, having compassion for the very fabric of reality, and seeing that it is the fabric of reality is an extension of yourself. It's not separate from you. All of reality is this puzzle piece, is the space in between this card and my hand, is actually part of physical reality, and this is a puzzle piece here. Everything is an extension of you. And in this way, this card is an extension of me in that way. So look at reality like that. You're not separate from these things in reality. It says the Ecstatic Dakini, the lion-headed Dakini. It says, old age brings wisdom and fierce certainty. So whether you are older in age or younger in age, this is speaking about this eternal inner self, the soul here. When we connect with that energy, which is older than time, this definitely brings wisdom and fierce certainty. And this is what's taking place at the beginning of the month here. Getting with this new perspective in this renewal. This is also wisdom and fierce certainty. Then we have the Medicine Buddha, the Lapis Healer King. It says, sometimes it is good to seek help from others. So we're getting some others here. So this communication that is either extending from you, and I feel like it's two. It's extending from you, but also you're going to be receiving some communication in the physical here. Also seeking help from your spirit guides, also important here. So sometimes it's good to seek help from others. So there will be some people who reach out to you for assistance, and you are also going to be reaching out to others for assistance here. All right. This is the Gita deck. I also have to remind everybody that these are not religious specific readings. These cards are talking about energies, and if you happen to be engaged in one or more of these traditions, then this reading might have a more layers to it for you. 3 cards, please, for what is on Cancer's spiritual path in October 2022. 3 cards, please. Thank you. conscious entity. 2 more, please. Too many. 2 more, please. All right. Thank you. So we have conscious entity. And you see how these feathers are extending out from this child Krishna. Everything in reality is extending out from the divine here. But you, as a conscious entity, most of the time we think of ourselves as confined to the physical form in our consciousness. But our consciousness is essentially anywhere that we can see, whether that is with the physical eyes or with the spiritual eye here. And in this way, all of reality is this one conscious entity that is one with you. And at the time of death, so we have, this is a deity, this is Vishnu. This is the various incarnations of Vishnu and the gods here. And that everything in reality is within the divine. Now, if the spark of the divine that is within you is one with the divine, then everything is within you. And again, all right, I'll read it. At the time of death, whoever relinquishes his body, remembering me alone, the divine, at once attains my nature. Of this there is no doubt. So when we have a rebirth, this metamorphosis, this renewal energy, there's something that is being shed here. And if we can use these moments of death and rebirth while we're still in the physical form, seemingly, we attain this divine nature, this divine consciousness. And this sense of individuality becomes background. As you can see that there is some space in between you and what we think of as our individual self. Now, do know that this individual self is a construct of the mind. The soul is a point, a vantage point from which this greater self sees. This vantage point appears to be individualized. But everything that has consciousness has this sense of this individual vantage point. But this is all this divine, or this greater self, if you will, with a capital S. This is consciousness experiencing in many forms here, like the many incarnations of Vishnu, or this is Hanuman with many faces here, but it's all Hanuman. And this is the all-knowing one. This is a vast well of information and knowledge here. And I'll just go ahead and read this. I know all beings in the creation as they were in the past and as they are now and as they shall one day come to be. Yet no one, not one of them knows me in full. This is the divine speaking to Arjun. O Arjun, all living entities are born into illusion, overcome by duality. So this is speaking to what I'm talking about. The divine knows the past, the present, and the future, but you are essentially at the root of your perception are the divine. The divine is looking through your eyes at this very moment. But because we all living entities are born into illusion, we're in this reality, and overcome by duality, seeing separates, seeing that my hand is separate from this card, that you and me are separate, but where you are experiencing my voice is within you. My voice exists within you. There's no separates in this game. All right, let's get 3 cards. This is the Gods and Goddesses deck. What type of divine energies are surrounding Cancers on their spiritual path in October 2022? 3 cards, please. Chandra, the moon god. Surya, the sun god. Interesting. All right, 1 more, please. I didn't even notice this one had fallen. Kali, the goddess of destruction. Gotta love Kali. All right. Chandra, the moon god. So again, paying really close attention to the planets, the transits, moon cycles. This is going to help give you some information about timing. Also, spending time to honor these cycles would also be helpful. And Chandra's blessings are purification of the blood. So there is this renewal, but also this medicine Buddha here. So you might be doing a cleanse of some kind. You might be on a fast. You might even just be drinking more water, perhaps leaving something out that is what you would normally partake of, whatever that may be for you. Another blessing is nourishment of crops here. So you can see this individual is watering the soil here, this renewal energy, creating this fertile soil for this renewal and growth here. Subduing mental ills and anxieties. So the first half, when this is appearing to move kind of slow, there is going to be some nervous energy taking place here, because you're wanting to move forward here, but there's something, there's a process that this must undergo here, because this is moving slow so that you can get this new perspective and learn these things here. And this is the last blessing is overcoming pessimism and madness here. So it does appear by cultivating this compassion, you are overcoming this pessimism. Seeking the help of others will also aid in that. And madness. So the line between wisdom or self-realization and madness is a very thin line, almost invisible. So, but you are overcoming this madness. Surya, the sun god, his mantra is Adityai Hridayam Punyam Sarvswatru Vinashanam, which is a hymn to Surya, or in part, it is part of a hymn. And this roughly translates to those who keep the sun in their heart, all evil vanishes from their presence here. And the blessing is honor, status, and fame here. So the queen, this queen energy, sitting in your power, having this honor and this status here. You're in your power here. This might come with some level of fame or notoriety. Reunion with one's beloved. So this might be in part some of these messages you might be receiving here from what either has been or will be your beloved. Freedom from disease and ailments. So again, with this medicine Buddha and the purification of the blood. Freedom from diseases. General vitality, respect, and power. So respect and power. Vitality of the Knight of Wands. And these are the blessings. Excuse me. Kali Ma, the goddess of destruction. And her blessings are purification of the subtle force centers. So the chakras, purification of the chakras here. Ascension of the divine Kundalini energy. So this rising of energy. So whatever this meditation is that you're doing here, really go at it 100%. Utilize breath work and things like this. You can raise the Kundalini with your breath. And I'll let you research on how to do that. Happiness and fulfillment in this world. So when you're sitting in your power, you have this renewal, this new perspective. You're receiving messages from a potential beloved one. You're receiving help. You're receiving messages in the spirit. You're really moving forward at a fast pace. You will feel very fulfilled, and you will feel happy. Also, cultivating this compassion will help you feel happy. Divine ecstasy of the transcendent reality. So what I was just talking about, everything is one. The fabric of reality is all the mother goddess. Everything. And this is undifferentiated reality. It's not many pieces, but it's actually one puzzle. It's all one. And it's all the goddess, the feminine aspect of divinity. And in reality, the divine is not male or female, but our human minds want to put a human face on the divine. That is kind of ingrained in us. All right. This is the Morgan's Tarot deck. It's more of an oracle deck. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Cancer's spiritual path in October 2022. 3 cards, please. Thank you. One more, please. Thank you. And at the bottom, I usually don't go with the bottom of this, but here it is. This is the Spirit saying, keep up the good work. Whatever you're doing, keep it up. It's working for you. It's building. And this is central. This is headquarters. But what I just said about all of reality being one, and that it is one with the divine, and you are one with the divine, and so all of this reality is you, is the Mother Goddess, is you. This is power. This is real power. Like, some could see this as magic or things, but this is power. And like it says, this is central. Everything is one. Not in a poetic way, but in a actual way. And to see this is far out. And we have this star and this star here. So this far out, this spirituality is far out, and this brings about this great renewal, and renewing your faith and your hope. Really putting you in your purpose here, which also appears to be quite far out. Whatever your purpose is, in reality, is kind of this far out thing here. And this says, await further orders here. So, this is speaking to this energy, while there appears to be this pause where you're getting this new perspective. You're going through this renewal. And you are waiting on these messages from the divine. You're also waiting on these messages. And it's like you can feel these messages coming in from someone here. And when this renewal hits, and this new perspective, it's really going to hit. I don't feel like you'll be in this pause position for too long. But it is saying, await further orders here. So do pay attention to the messages that you receive from the divine in your dreams, meditations, while you're walking, while you're driving. These things can sometimes come in very unexpected ways and at unexpected times. So you might just even keep one of those little pocket notebooks for when this comes so that you can write it down, because these messages are going to be quite important for you to remember. And a lot of times these things slip away from our mind. So do write these things down. This is the Thoth deck. Please give us 3 cards for what are the hindrances on Cancer's spiritual path in October 2022. 3 cards. What are the hindrances? Thank you. We have 4 of discs. Going back in, it won't go back in. All right. Prince of Cups. 1 more, please. The 5 of Wands. So we have the 4 of discs here, or the 4 of Pentacles. Now the 4 of Pentacles can speak of control here. So wanting to be in wanting too much control here. And the Spirit has already said, go with the flow. Let go, let flow here. Also, they call this card power in this deck. So, yes, we want power to be able to do the things that we want in life, affect change in a positive way. But also with the power and the Queen of Wands here, don't let this power go to your head. Don't let the ego have it, because that would be a hindrance. We have the Prince of Cups. So this is kind of speaking to me of being in control of your emotions. Don't let your emotions get away from you here. Essentially, be in control of the mind. Reclaim your mind if you haven't already. Because to let the emotions drive the chariot, so to say, would be a hindrance at this time. And then we have the 5 of Wands. So, and in this deck they call it strife. But this is this tension element here. So there is going to be some tension, as it would be for anybody hanging upside down. But this pause may create some tension, and you're already receiving a blessing to overcome these obstacles of the mind here. This can also speak of conflict. So some of the messages that may come in for you in October may be of an antagonistic energy. And the Spirit is saying, this is someone potentially wanting to draw you into competition. When you don't compete with them, they lose. So don't be drawn into competition here. Please give us 2 cards for what is on Cancer's spiritual path in October 2022. 2 cards. The Seer. I feel like this is you, this Ajna. All right, let's one more. Thank you. And balance. All right, thank you. So you are getting this new perspective and this ability to see on different planes. Also being able to see reality in this new way. and with the snakes. You're seeing this ancient wisdom that is this well of information here, that is the all-knowing one. You're really coming into this visionary energy here with the seer, with the ajna, seeing things on the spiritual plane, seeing the astral. And then we have balance here. So again, it appears that balance is quite key here, but it does appear that you are successfully balancing your light and your dark here. But balance is something we have to maintain. It's like when you're riding a bike. If you get all wild on the bike, you're going to topple over. You have to maintain balance. All right. Let's get a couple of these cards from the Oracle of Rama deck. First, we pick a Divine Guide card. Now, these cards are numbered, and then we get a corresponding messages from the Greater Oracle of Rama deck. So we shuffle until one refuses to go back in or one starts to stand out in some way. That one didn't. All right, here we go again. All right, Chartrugna. And this says the power of destroying obstacles. So whatever obstacles you appear to be surrounding you, they are successfully being destroyed. And this has the number 2 on it. So the number 2 is the number of choice here. So you do have a choice in how you move forward here into this adventure, and who you choose to share this communication with. So you do have choice here. Please give us 2 or 3 cards for what is on Cancer's spiritual path in October 2022. Thank you. All right. We have good and bad fortune. It says, abandon a friend excuse me, let me start over. To abandon a friend is to turn from God, or the divine, the spirit, whatever your path is. But to abandon a friend is to turn away from God, because God is or the divine, or however you word this, is within everything. It is within everyone. So this communication that's coming in, you might have the initial reaction to not answer the phone or not return the text, or but the Spirit is saying don't turn away from them. Sometimes it's good to seek help from others. So the Spirit is saying don't turn this person away. Don't abandon them. It says cosmic timing. The vital energy of Hanuman is needed for this task. So we have Hanuman here. So the vital energy of Hanuman. Hanuman is known for having this open heart. And Hanuman is the Lord of wisdom and strength, courage, devotion, and discipline. Hanuman is also an avatar of Shiva, but Hanuman is also an extreme devotee of the divine here. And Hanuman himself is full of magic powers. So the vital energy of Hanuman is needed for the task ahead. So those things I just listed off, those things are needed here. All right. We will split the deck 3 ways and take the tops of the splits for the message. We have blue, red, green. It says, I am appreciated. So I feel like this is something that you need to say to yourself. And look around. You are appreciated. I feel like the people around you appreciate you. The divine appreciates you. But do you appreciate you? How are you talking to yourself with this ahisma, this nonviolence? Are you nonviolent in the way that you engage with yourself? So saying this, I am appreciated. Say this to yourself, but also say to yourself, I appreciate myself. Show yourself this appreciation. Strength and courage. So like with this energy of Hanuman, the strength and courage is needed for the task ahead. So to embody this, strength and courage, cultivate this. And compassion. Cultivate compassion. Having compassion for yourself, for others, and the very fabric of reality, because this is also an extension of you and everyone else. Please give us 3 cards. What would you like to leave Cancers with for what is on their spiritual path in October 2022? 3 cards for a parting message, please. One more, please. Thank you. All right. So we have the 7 of Wands, the Empress, the 4 of Swords, and the 6 of Cups here. So there is this element when you're kind of in this pause position, you're going to feel like the universe is kind of poking and prodding at you a little bit. Because you're ready to move forward, but there is something that you must learn here. And when this message comes in from this person that you would normally abandon, you're going to be in a protective stance here. But again, the Spirit is saying, don't abandon them. And persevere through any obstacles that may come your way. And then we have the Empress. So because when you do this, these new opportunities are going to open up for you. There's going to be a lot of growth and abundance that comes out of this trajectory that you're on. And you're in this pause position because your awareness is pregnant with this new way of seeing here, this new perspective that must come to term. And then we have the Four of Swords here. So this is kind of highlighting the importance of meditation, contemplation here. Utilize this slowdown for meditation here. And in any case, meditate, because this is never going to be a bad thing to do. Then we have the Six of Pentacles. So there's this nostalgia, this person who is coming in to communicate with you. This is someone you know already. You have history with. And your initial stance is kind of this standoffish, protective stance. But when you let this person in, it's really going to fill you with a lot of joy, this innocence of heart. And it's actually going to feel really good to be around this person and to communicate with them. Let's see what else we got here. So you are kind of in this position, at least initially, where you're kind of looking at what you have and you're like, I wish I had 4 cups. I wish, and the divine is coming in and handing you this 4th cup, this vision here, this new perspective and this renewal here. You are receiving, but this time is necessary for you to change your perception, your perspective, and take your eyes off of this lack and onto what the divine is handing you here. When you do this, this creates this breakthrough of this success for you to move forward, and you're moving forward with truth here, the truth of your true nature and the nature of reality and of the divine here. And you are really embodying this magician energy. Again, this magic energy. This eternal self here. And you are actually possessing all the resources necessary for your move forward here, with the strength and power here. And you've also shown a lot of dexterity, as this can be challenging, this pause position before you move forward here. But you're gaining the determination to take inspired action moving forward here. Okay, I just saw what was underneath that, so I got to go one more. And then we have the Death card. So this is a transition and this metamorphosis. This is kind of a new chapter of your book, your story here. But as with any book, we have to be finished with the previous chapter before we can begin the new. So there is the end of the past chapter as we step into the new. So there is this profound change, an ending, but this also marks a birth as the sun is rising in the background. So a new day is dawning here. And the Spirit is asking you to let go of attachments and really step into this transformative energy moving forward. I'm going to try not to see what the next card down is. All right. And then we have the Page of Wands here. So you do find yourself on this new path moving forward. But you're feeling this incredible amount of freedom moving forward and finding that you have endless potential here. As you embark on this new leg of your journey here. All right. So I think we'll go ahead and leave this reading here. If any of this reading resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, as it is really most appreciated, and I appreciate all of you for tuning in, listening, and watching. It really does mean so much. And Cancers, I want to send you a lot of love and encouragement for October. This actually looks very good, provided you can appreciate yourself and show yourself some compassion. So, Cancers, until next time, peace.